Hello, hello, and welcome. I am going to be hitting this bowl. So if you have sound sensitivities, please turn down your volume. I do have our incense going already. So here we go. Okay. I initially was shuffling this deck, and this card came out called Works. And initially when I saw it, I was like, be mindful your works are showing, or your fruits are showing. There is something in the works, and it's being constructed right now. It's in the process of being built. That number is a 3, so perhaps it is something that you are working with. Spiritually speaking, working together in something. The Knight of Wands is the rock star. Perhaps the works is coming out from behind the scenes and coming into the forefront, showing that star quality, rocking out regardless of what the circumstances seem to be. It looks like there is a Pegasus there in the drum set. Maybe I'm just seeing it as a Pegasus. I am not certain, but magical just the same. I mean, could you imagine being out on stage and looking out towards the audience and performing what you love to do? But on the other hand, do they even see the audience, because the light is just right there in their face? So perhaps they're just putting on their show and they don't even see the people out there, and they're just doing them, and they're just doing what they love, and they just don't even care who's even out there watching, because they just love what they're doing so much. I had all these cards fell on the floor. The Moon, the Sun, and the Aeon. I'm not too familiar with what that word means, but I can definitely look it up in the book. Looking at the picture, though, it does look like someone is coming to this memorial wall and revisiting perhaps people of past, the ancestors, where we've been, where we've come from, where we're going. Perhaps that even though everything that we're dealing with is unseen, like I was saying here with the rock star, interestingly enough, the scene is unseen. Looks like this little ladder up to the moon is broken. So maybe we don't know how it is that we're going to get to the light, or we're going to get to a place where we can see what was going on, and we just kind of sit there and surrender to the darkness at this point until daylight opens up. Perhaps it's just overnight with something that we've just got to kind of sit with until a new perspective or thought process, or we can look at the situation in a new light and in a new way with new eyes and a new heart. Perhaps this is someone coming down this family lineage, and they're kind of assessing and looking back at the way things were in their family. Maybe they're uncovering some things of how they were treated when they were young. Maybe that's where the spotlight is heading at this point. Granted, as much as this little one is trusting in the world and running barefoot, like literally is not afraid of fear, not afraid of getting hurt, not afraid of anything other than just being, just like this person who's out on stage. They're not afraid of the audience that's out there, or maybe they were initially, but they went out there anyway. Right? This little one is not prepared to go out there and with no shoes on, but they're going out there anyway, knowing that the light is going to back them up. There's greatness behind them. I'm seeing with this little statue and with the memorial, there's greatness behind this endeavor. If you choose to reach out and kind of overcome the workings within one's mind. These are reminding me of halos, like there's maybe angelics behind the scenes that are going to back you on this. Even the lighting in the sky over here is showing where the city of, perhaps there's things going on within the city or in city groups or city councils or city establishments or organizations. Maybe those things are going to be lit up and seen for what they are. Perhaps they were meant to assist or help people, but they're not there actually assisting or helping people. Perhaps they are some kind of something else in the background. Perhaps they are showing like they are this light, and they are giving and they are providing and they're trying to support people in the city or the community, but the darkness of it is between it all. Find it interesting that there's a structure here and structures here. There's a grown man here, well, mostly grown man here with a child, all surrounding this lady who's in darkness under the moon. She is illuminated in this darkness. She can be seen. Perhaps a building hired, because performers are usually paid or hired to do their job, right? Perhaps this person was hired to swoon this lady in the dark, who's just really just living day to day and just trying to make it through to the next day. Perhaps she goes to sleep knowing all this stuff is going on, but yet she wakes up with a fresh heart. So that way she can go ahead and begin again to go down her own path in life, paying homage to people of her past, but yet creating her own life. Knowing how cruel it's been. Every day she faces the fact that it has been cruel. The community has been cruel. And noticing that this sword, this one, is directed directly at this one being down here in the pavement. That these other swords, though drawn in this person's direction, have actually been towards other people. So this person is not alone. It seems like this person is alone going down this path, but they're not alone. There's other people this has happened to. And it looks like this being here is maybe wearing a diaper, that maybe it's a child. Perhaps, and it looks like there's a bottle there, perhaps they have included children, pureness of heart. Perhaps they're just trying to take that pureness of heart. They're just trying to take that part of them that continues them on in a joyful manner. The Painter, Queen of Swords. It's been difficult to contemplate the situation that's happened and realizing that they're not the only one, and realizing that this is a problem or an issue that is not just limited to her own environment or neighborhood or whatnot. And she kind of looks out for help from the heavens in order to know how to address it, how to deal with it. Does she just put it into her work? Does she just paint about it, create about it, continue about it in the way that it comes through her hands? It's an expression or a story or a something that needs to be expressed. And it may be something that isn't recognized now, but it's recognized in the future. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. Just as this doesn't happen overnight. It's usually something that is established over time. You keep going back to it, even though it seems like it's not working. It's like one step forward, two steps back. And then when you take those steps forward again down that path, you're realizing that there's way more to it than you could have ever imagined. And so in order to deal with that, you paint, you create. Until there's justice. Blindfolded, looking above darkness. Blind at justice. I'm seeing that this looks like a man in uniform, obviously, with the badge there. Is he blind? Is he seeing what needs to be seen? Or is he being taken over by the seemingly innocent of the others involved who are creating this cruelty? Like, does this person, are they blinded? By the glitz and the glam? Are they starstruck? Are they going in blind, thinking that they need to just trust these people because that's who they are? Versus what's truly, really going on? Okay, one more for this. Almost had it, but then I was like, no, that's not it. Just so you know, this deck is called the Urban Tarot. A oppression. Looks like the 10 of Wands, oppression. So apparently in this situation, there's some situations or information or facts that are being oppressed from the justice system. As much as the painter or the lady or the whomever the creative person is wants to believe that everything is going to come to light and shine down on all of the things that she has been discussing and saying and explaining and showing and I think I said expressing already. Will they see it? Even in this state of being oppressed, there's still light there. Perhaps this person who's in authority or a place of judgment is feeling the pressure. Of the rock star. Or the people who are well known. Or the people in the spotlight. They're wondering, like, what in the world are we supposed to do here? What other deck? What other one shall I use? All right. Higher Self Oracle. Bottom of the deck is Trust. Trust in the works of what is being built. So we obviously have a situation where someone is being, an innocent person is actually being shown or trying to be depicted as this person who is actually the person who's causing all these problems, when in actuality it is this corporation, the community, the business, a group of people, organization, fraternity, sorority, any kind of group, cult. It could even be a church group. It's a building, right? Forgiveness. Forgive this rock star. Forgive that person who was involved or hired in order to swoon. Forgiveness is where you'll find the freedom, regardless of what the situation is, whatever it is going on. Forgiveness is where you will find the peace of mind and heart. It will also give you the right direction. It will point you in the right direction of your, what is it, the due north? Your true north node is found in forgiveness and trusting the process. Find it interesting that I put that underneath the sun, which is clearly north of us in the sky, in a path, in a direction where we were talking about how this young innocent was coming out of the path with the strength of ancestors or well known behind him or her. Anger and perseverance. The more that you go on in the direction of forgiveness, the more the other people who are involved in this whole thing are going to be angry. And if you allow that anger, or you allow to hold the anger within and you allow it to stay with you, it will cause quite a disruption within. It will disrupt all of the light within you. It will light up all of the darkness within you as well. And you will end up making decisions, taking a path based on that anger. And that's not going to help you or the situation at all. And I know the initial feeling would be, in finding all this out and understanding all of this and feeling oppressed and feeling like the justice system is not doing what they need to do, like they're turning a blind eye to the situation. And I know that it seems like you want to be angry and you want to stay in that stance of being angry, thinking that that's where your power lies, but it's not. The power is in forgiveness. Failure to persevere in directing this anger in your direction when you're just forgiving and you're just trusting the process. So clearly this person who is causing these problems here, that they've done it to you and others, and they are trying to oppress the judicial system and the justice system, they're trying to oppress them in some way. They're angry that you're forgiving, and they're angry that you didn't come after them, and they're angry that their plan isn't working because they wanted you to be a failure. And now all they see is that the only thing that they have right now is this failure that's under the justice system. And they have no idea what's about to come. Their idea, or the thing that they schemed upon, or the thing that they created out of thin air, is a failure. I mean, even the anger is out of thin air. You can see little sparks of fire and passion and all these little sparks of just light. Even though anger can be destructive, it can also be illuminating, right? The way will always be shown. Even in darkness. Even the things that we think we know, but we don't know, but we do know. I mean, it's a storyline that can be something only our nightmares are made of. But we're expecting the unexpected when it comes to the situation in the judicial system and the justice system and the balance of what is right and wrong. Bottom of the deck is clear your energy for what is to come, because you want to be ready, you want to be fluid, you want to be able to move, you want to be able to do what you need to do once this energy or this unexpected thing shows up. You want to be ready. Look how cute. She is dancing. She is just feeling it. More with the little light shines. She is dancing in the darkness. She is going with the flow. She is clearing her energy. She is expanding her light. She is headed in the right direction. Future Higher Self deck. I got this off of Temu. Bottom of the deck, was declutter. Goes with the clear your energy, right? Let go of old items and create a new sacred space for yourself. So that can go on with everything else as long as you're forgiving, right? You're decluttering your mind and your heart space. It could be decluttering your home as well. But overall, just like she's clearing her energy, you want to clear your energy. On the right path. Look at that, underneath clearing your energy. Don't hold on to the anger or resentment or anything. Once you find out what's been going on in the background, just tune in with yourself and know what the best decision is for yourself. Your soulmate, self-limiting beliefs, embrace. Alrighty, folks. End of the deck, denial, failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles, or addictions. Is the bottom of the deck. How cute are these little cards? Look at them. So once you are going through this forgiveness level and you've cleared your heart and you've, concentrate on your own self and your own space, that's when your soulmate will come in. When you're ready for that. You want to get rid of the negative thoughts and you want to embrace this new energy that you are coming into. You want to celebrate your hard work. You want to celebrate good friends. You want to celebrate any wins that you have. You want to take care of yourself, listen to your body, make sure you're resting your mind and your body. Go into meditations to rest your spirit. And that's where you will find this new abundance, the inflow of money, love, or rewards once you're able to clear all of that energy and head to your north node and protect others. And you need to deny any unhealthy cycles or addictions. You don't want to overdo anything, right? That being said, I hope it was helpful, a good reminder of sorts, and I hope you make it a great day. Thanks for being here.